Hey guys, it's Kenya, also known as Power in Your Curl. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and let's get into it, girl, because I done started without you. I'm taking down my knotless box braids today, and like I said, I just couldn't wait. It was time. So here are some of the tools that I've been using that you may need as well. I have this rat tail comb, as well as this Goldilocks comb is what I call it, but it's really called a rake comb, and the teeth are just the perfect distance apart. They're not too wide like a wide tooth comb, but they're not too fine like a fine tooth comb. Then I also have these scissors for any tangles that I can't get unloose, but thankfully I didn't have to use them. Some hair ties and some hair clips. I'm gonna link some that don't snag down below. And then lastly, I ended up using this metal rat tail comb to take my braids out because it was just easier than the plastic rat tail comb. I'm going to start by just unbraiding the hair from the ends all the way to the root. I'm not gonna cut any hair off, any of the synthetic hair, because I don't wanna risk cutting my actual hair.
The second slide.
And after removing the braid, I'm then going to finger detangle each individual braid section and then run through it with the fine tooth comb to get any extra residue out of my roots and shed hair that's hiding. Now, one of my biggest tips for not having excessive breakage when you take out a protective style is not keeping the style in longer than necessary for your hair type. If you have fine strands that tangle easily and easily experience breakage, then you don't want to keep your protective styles in for too long. I think 4 to 6 weeks is a really good sweet spot for people with those hair characteristics. Now, if you have medium to thicker strands that don't tangle easily and don't have a lot of breakage, 7 to 9 weeks may be a sweet spot for you, but you just want to play around with it to see what works for your hair. Now, me personally, I have fine strands that do tangle very easily, but I also prepped my hair really well before getting these braids installed, and I'll link that video on the screen for you all. So I kept my braids in for 5 weeks and had no breakage at all. Like, it was such a great process taking these braids down. So I feel like I probably could have gone at least 1, maybe 2 more weeks without any issues. And I will put a guide down in the description box that will help you figure out your hair identity, because how you treat your hair is based largely on your own unique hair type and hair characteristics, not anybody on YouTube or anybody in your family. To save my time and energy, I ended up batching my takedown actions. So I would go through and I would take out a bunch of braids, and then I would go back and individually detangle each braid section to make sure that all the shed hair was removed and I didn't have any breakage. And doing similar tasks helps you to keep the flow and the momentum going without using too much brain power. So it was just much easier on me to do it that way. And now, because I'm done for the night, I'm going to braid up each section so that it doesn't retangle as I sleep. And as you can see, my hair is super detangled, girl. Look at that. No tangles, no breakage. Like, okay. We are really caring for our crown with this method because you want to protect your investment. Like, if you spent a lot of money getting braids, or if you even spent a lot of time installing them yourself, you don't want to damage your hair taking them out, because for most of us, the whole purpose of getting a protective style is to grow our hair and make it stronger and healthier. So this process took me a total of 3 days. 1, because I was taking my time, and 2, because I was also working and, like, you know, living my life during the process. So a quick little tip, if you didn't already know, is to start from the back, so you can just pull your braids down over, you know, the sections that you've taken out, and nobody's gonna know, girl. They ain't gonna know. They don't know your business. And so now we're at the last braid. Hallelujah. And I'm just taking my time, again, making sure that I protect my investment. I don't want to rush it now just because it's the end. When you're unbraiding and untwisting your hair in general, if you rush it, you're going to cause more tangles than necessary and just create your own heartache and headache. So save yourself the trouble and take your time to begin with. Now that I've removed all the braids, really only half the work is done, because now I'm going to go back and detangle each individual section to remove the shed hair and also to remove the sticky residue at the root That's a result of any hair product that you use while you were braiding, then attracting lint and dandruff and having shed hair stuck at the root. And the reason why it's so important to detangle your hair after having a protective style is because water is a locking agent. So if you get in the shower with all of that shed hair, all of that buildup, it's just going to lock all the stuff you don't want into the hair that you're trying to keep on your head. And it's going to result in some very, very sad times. I've done this before when I was transitioning, where I just got into the shower straight after taking out my protective style and literally broke off so much hair that I was in tears in the shower. Like, it was traumatic, and I never made that mistake again. So this is the amount of hair that I shed after 5 weeks without combing my hair. It's a lot. But if you think about it, you shed about 80 to 180 strands of hair per day. And then if you go 30 to 45 days without combing it out, that's a lot of hair. And that's why you want to detangle before you get into the shower. The curl coach is rolling up in this video. So if you didn't already know, I'm also the curl coach, and I help women all around the globe get clear on what they're doing wrong with their natural hair so that they can get to the results that they've been craving. If you've been watching all the YouTube videos, buying all the products and trying all the methods, but still your hair is in shambles, it's in disarray, and as a result your mindset is in shambles because your hair is connected to your crown, your head, make sure that you click on the link to visit my website so that you can get started with my hair growth guide that's going to break down your exact hair identity and how you need to build a regimen that supports your hair so that it can be healthier, longer, and stronger this year. Okay, now back to the video. So now I'm moving on to cleansing my crown. I'm so happy to have my curls back, and I'm just gonna go through and clarify my hair one time with the Paul Mitchell shampoo too. Typically I would shampoo at least twice, but because my hair is feeling kind of dry after being in those braids, I don't want to overdo it. So I'm just going to do one really good clarifying session. After I apply the shampoo, I'm gonna let it sit on my scalp and sit on my hair so that it can remove any residue by breaking down the product that's on my hair. Next, after detangling, I'm going to move into deep conditioning, and I'm using my Holy Grail Curl Origin Double Moisture Overnight Mask. This is my go-to whenever my hair is feeling dry or just not itself, and after being in braids for 5 weeks, I know that's not normal for my hair, so I want to just pamper it this wash day session and give it every single thing that I can so that it can feel its best. My hair feels amazing. My roots still feel a little bit dry. I think I need to take some time to give them some love. So my next deep conditioning session will also be a moisture deep conditioning session as I try to kind of revive my hair and get it back to being its best. Not that it's not its best, but you guys know, when you aren't wearing your hair curly, you can't really give your hair the moisture that it sometimes craves, is what I'm saying. So the next thing that I'm going to do is actually oil my scalp, and this is not something that I do often. It's something that I'm just now recently integrating into my regimen because I want to strengthen my follicles, I want to increase the health of my hair, and what I'm going to be using is this Hadassah Sublime Botanical Nourishing and Strengthening Stimulating Growth Oil with henna. And this was actually recently gifted to me. This is a Black woman ran company, and what I love about this product is that the ingredients are super simple. I'm going to let you guys go to their website so you can read them for yourself, but it's a super clean product, no fillers, and it also has Ayurvedic herbs, which many of you have often asked me if I'll ever get into Ayurvedic herbs. So I just finished my scalp massage. Honestly, that was so relaxing. I'm not even gonna lie, that was so relaxing. It really just kind of put me into the self-care mood, and it got me into the energy of okay, I'm about to adorn my crown. I'm about to moisturize my crown. So to style my hair for the week, I'm gonna keep it super simple, girl, because we just spent 4 days taking out braids and washing our hair. So I'm just going to apply super warm water to my hair. I can feel the warmth through the bottle to open up my cuticle for my low porosity hair. And then I'm going to use all my Holy Grail moisturizing products in orders from lightest to thickest, and I'm gonna have these products linked in the description box for you. But since my hair has been without true deep conditioning and moisture for the past 5 weeks, I just want to pamper her, okay? She is the star today. and I'm overloading her with moisture and putting her into a low manipulation style so she can rest. So the style that I'm going for today is a flat twist into a bun style. I'm going to seal my hair with the Curl Origin Juicy Coils Twist Out Butter. And this is a really nourishing, beautiful blend of mango butter, cocoa butter, avocado butter. And the formula is so light and oily and just beautiful. It's not too heavy at all. And I ended up only having 8 twists, so it was a very low maintenance style. And I'll have a video on how to flat twist linked on the screen for you all. But I did 3 twists in the back, 3 on the side with the most hair in the front, and then 2 on the kind of like smaller side because I have that deep part. And I only used a comb to part the deep part. I didn't use a comb anywhere else because I really didn't want to add any extra stress on my hair. I've actually had these twists in for about 3 days, I want to say now, so it's got some wear on it. And if I could do one thing differently, I would add some type of styler or holding product, because that twisting butter is amazing but gives like no hold. And even on day 3, my hair is still super moisturized. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can see more content like this. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of the video. And also, if you're looking for help with your hair, if your hair has gotten in the way of your quality of life, like just with the embarrassment, the frustration, and the constant stress of having to worry about your hair, definitely visit my website because I have so many solutions to help you, from classes to coaching to consultations. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.